Have you ever looked at a big project and thought, where do I even start? Every large project can feel overwhelming at first, but there's a tool that helps turn that complexity into structure and clarity. It's called the Work Breakdown Structure, or WBS. In this video, we're going to explore everything you need to know about the WBS, what it is, how it works, and why it's one of the most essential tools in project management. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of how to use work packages, control accounts, and the WBS Dictionary, and we'll bring it all to life with an example from a home construction project. First, let's define what a work breakdown structure is. A work breakdown structure is a hierarchical decomposition of the total scope of work in a project. In simpler terms, it's how you take a big, complex goal and break it down into smaller, clearly defined pieces of work that are easier to plan, estimate, and manage. The WBS focuses on what needs to be delivered, not how or who will do the work. It's the foundation for project planning because once the scope is broken down, you can create accurate cost and schedule estimates, assign responsibilities, manage risks, and track performance. In predictive or waterfall projects, the WBS is a required part of the scope baseline. Even in hybrid or agile projects, it provides valuable structure to keep everyone aligned around deliverables. Before we get into the example, let's go over the three essential components of a work breakdown structure: the work package, the control account, and the WBS Dictionary. At the lowest level of the WBS is the work package, a self-contained, deliverable-focused unit of work. It's where planning becomes actionable. Unlike a simple task, a work package includes enough detail to estimate effort, assign resources, schedule the work, and track progress. It marks the point where scope, time, cost, and responsibility all come together. A well-defined work package typically includes the WBS code, a short title, a description of the work, the expected deliverables, acceptance criteria, assumptions, constraints, the responsible party, estimated duration and cost, necessary resources, and any dependencies. In short, the work package is the foundation for execution. It's small enough to be managed easily, but large enough to produce a meaningful result. This is where the real work of the project is planned and controlled. The control account is a management checkpoint in the WBS that groups related work packages. It's used to track scope, schedule, and cost performance, often with earned value metrics like cost variance and schedule variance. Each control account covers a major deliverable or phase and includes a WBS code, scope description, associated work packages, budget and schedule summary, performance criteria, and responsible manager. It gives project managers a high-level view of progress without losing track of the details. The WBS Dictionary is the companion document to your WBS. It describes each WBS element in detail, especially work packages and control account. If the WBS is your roadmap, the WBS Dictionary is the guidebook that explains everything on that map. For each element, the dictionary usually includes the WBS code and name, a detailed description of the work, deliverables and acceptance criteria, the responsible organization or role, schedule information or key milestones, estimated cost or budget summary, resource requirements, dependencies, assumptions, and constraints, and related documents or references such as design drawings or quality standards. The WBS Dictionary ensures clarity so everyone understands the boundaries and expectations for each component. Here's how it all fits together. The WBS defines the full structure of your project by breaking it down into smaller deliverables, control accounts group-related work packages, and serve as checkpoints for performance. The WBS Dictionary provides the detailed definitions and supporting information for each piece. Together, these three components form the scope baseline, which becomes your foundation for cost and schedule control. Now that we understand the concepts, let's put them into context with a real-world example, a home construction project. When you start a project like this, the goal seems straightforward: construct a finished house. But if you try to manage it as a single, massive effort, it quickly becomes unmanageable. That's why we use a work breakdown structure to decompose that big goal into smaller, logical pieces. The process begins at the very top, which we call Level 1. At this level, we simply identify the overall project or final deliverable. In our case, that's the home construction project. This represents the entire scope of work required to complete the house from start to finish. Next, we move to Level 2, where we break the project down into its major deliverables or phases. Each of these represents a significant portion of the project that contributes directly to the final outcome. For the home construction project, we might identify 4 major deliverables. 1. Site preparation. 2. Foundation. 3. Framing. 4. Exterior finishing. Now comes Level 3, where we continue to decompose each Level 2 deliverable into smaller and more specific pieces of work, the work packages. This is where the WBS really becomes detailed enough to plan and manage. Since the decomposition process is the same for the deliverables, in this example, we will only break down foundation into several work packages, such as 2.1, pouring concrete footings, 2.2, building foundation walls, 2.3, installing the drainage system. This step-by-step decomposition is the heart of the WBS process. It allows project managers to see the full picture while also drilling down into the details that drive planning, budgeting, and control. Once the structure is complete, we can assign control accounts to the Level 2 deliverables such as foundation or framing and track cost and schedule performance for each section of the project. Now, let's take a closer look at one of these control accounts in more detail. We'll focus on foundation and see how the control account, work packages, and WBS Dictionary come together in practice. The foundation control account represents all work required to construct the home's foundation. It includes the following work packages: 2.1, pour concrete footings, 2.2, build foundation walls, and 2.3, install drainage system. The total budget for the foundation control account is $25,000, with a planned completion of 2 weeks. The construction manager is responsible for this control account, and performance is measured weekly using earned value metrics such as cost variance and schedule variance. The purpose of the control account is to provide a management checkpoint. It integrates cost and schedule data so the manager can assess whether the work is on track. Let's take a closer look at a sample work package, 2.1, pour concrete footings. This package covers the prep and pouring of concrete footings according to the structural design. It includes trench excavation, rebar installation, and concrete work. Here are the key details. WBS code is 2.1. Description is prepare forms, set rebar, and pour footings per design specs. Deliverables include cured concrete footings ready for foundation walls. Assumptions are that the site is cleared and the weather is dry. Constraint is this must finish before foundation walls begin. Responsible party is the concrete subcontractor. Duration is 3 days. Cost is $5,000. Resources include mixer, rebar, labor crew, and safety inspector. Acceptance criteria include meeting design specs and passing inspection. This work package is fully defined for planning and execution, detailed enough to estimate, schedule, and assign, yet small enough to manage effectively. Now let's see how this same work package appears in the WBS Dictionary. WBS code is 2.1. Element name is pour concrete footings. Description is excavate trenches, install rebar, and pour concrete per structural drawings. Deliverables include completed footings and meeting design and inspection standards. Acceptance criteria include approved by the structural engineer before the next phase. The responsible party is the concrete subcontractor. The schedule is between May 10th to 13th. Cost is $5,000. Dependencies include site excavation from Work Package 1.2. Assumptions include dry weather and materials on site. Constraints include this must finish before foundation walls. Resources include concrete mix, rebar, formwork, 3 laborers, 1 supervisor. Related docs include structural drawing and concrete spec. This entry ensures anyone reviewing the plan understands the scope, timing, cost, and conditions with no room for confusion. By now, you've probably noticed that the work package and the WBS Dictionary include a lot of similar information. That's intentional, but it's also where people get confused, so let's make the distinction clear. The work package is built for the team. It's practical and execution focused. It includes what the team needs to plan, perform, and track the work, like timelines, cost estimates, resource assignments, and dependencies. The WBS Dictionary, on the other hand, is there to support communication and alignment. It's meant not just for the team, but also for stakeholders. It defines the scope in more detail, clarifies assumptions, constraints, and acceptance criteria, and ensures everyone understands what each WBS element actually includes. So while they may look similar, they serve different purposes. The work package helps the team do the work. The WBS Dictionary helps everyone stay aligned on what that work means. In summary, a well-structured WBS brings clarity to the entire project. It helps everyone understand what's in scope, what's not, and who's responsible for what. It makes planning easier, estimates more accurate, and accountability much clearer. We covered a lot in this video to help you build a solid understanding of how the WBS, work packages, control accounts, and the WBS Dictionary all fit together. If you found this helpful, be sure to like the video, subscribe to PM Aspirant, and check out pmaspirant.com for more project management resources. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.